Good evening, America. And it's Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, and it's 9 p.m. on the East Coast, guys. And you are locked and loaded into the conservative viewpoint. I hope you're strapped and ready because we are taking off the gloves tonight. We're pulling back the curtain on the scandals the mainstream media is too terrified to touch. Welcome to the program, everyone. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. Now, we started tonight with a scandal so massive, it should be the only thing on every front page in this country. The Samoli fraud in Minnesota. And it is exploding right in front of our eyes, folks. And it is significantly bigger than we even dared to imagine. We're just talking about a few bad actors. We're talking about what federal investigators are calling industrial scale fraud. Reports are circulating that the theft of tax dollars, money meant for hungry children and seniors, could reach a staggering over $9 billion. Treasury Secretary Bessent was just on the ground in the Twin Cities, and the Treasury has issued an emergency order to track money laundered internationally, possibly even reaching the terrorist groups abroad like Al-Shabaab. While the radical left calls this chaos, we call it accountability. The guide rails are ripping off underneath the previous administration, but the hammer is finally coming down. But the corruption doesn't stop in Minnesota. It is rotting a very fabric of our cities. Democrat-led chaos in our streets is reaching a fever pitch, and it is getting worse by the day. We are seeing a coordinated effort by the left to protect this corrupt status quo through violence and intimidation. We have reports of radical activists doxing federal agents, putting the home addresses and families of those enforcing our laws in the crosshairs. This is an organic protest, folks. They are growing allegations of paid agitators being used to fuel the fires and sow discord. So they want our agents to be afraid to do their jobs so that the fraud can continue. It is corrupt, it is dangerous, and needs to stop now. But finally, some incredible news for your wallet and our national security, anyways. For years, we've watched as Joe Biden treated our strategic petroleum reserve like a political piggy bank, depleting our emergency oil to record lows just to score points. He left us vulnerable and weak. Well, those days are over. And your president and our President Trump's direction, the Department of Energy is officially filling those reserves back up. We're talking about millions of barrels hitting our storage sites right now. We are moving away from dependency and back toward American energy dominance. Biden emptied it, Trump's filling it. America is finally running on a full tank again. We have all this and so much more, the latest intel, and an eye-opening show that no one should miss. So I hope you're ready for an exciting hour, because I'm your host, Charlie, and this is the Conservative Viewpoint. So let's get this show started, shall we? Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. Guys, I'm glad to see you. Got a lot going on again tonight. I've got videos, but wow, I hope I got them straight. It's been a busy day for me, guys, and trying to get things done, wrapped up, and get moving. Been a long day. So, hey, but we're going to do it. We're going to do the best we can. Yes, and doing good, Big Castle. Thank you for that. But, guys, hey, welcome to the show. Anyone new to the show, welcome. Don't forget to come on in and tell me hi. And chat, come on, man. We like seeing new faces. We like seeing new names. So come on in, have a seat, and enjoy. You will not regret it. Trust me. So let's give some shout outs to where we're streaming to tonight. We've got Rumble over here. McCastle's happening over here tonight right now. Hi, Cat. And we've got Facebook. I know there's people in Facebook. So get your butts in here and say hi. Come on now. Thank you, Shell. I just got this today. I had to throw it on. Thank you. But we also got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X. We got kicking it tonight. I think I'm kicking them off because they don't do much in there anyway. So, hey, state to state. Okay. I gotta check what's up, man. All right, we're gonna mention this here later on here. Got some breaking news here that I just found out. So we got to see that here in a little bit. So, hey, guys, we got everybody going on here. Let's get up here to Getter Gang and see what's going on over here, guys. And we've got Radical Right Sean Justice starting us off tonight. What's up, Sean? We got the Shell. Right there she is. Conrad. What's happening, Conrad? Traveling Tuesday. Oh, there you go. We need to make traveling every day there, Conrad. Let's keep on going down the list here. Wendover. Is Wendover in here? Come on, Wendover. Jill, what's happening? Cat in K3 over here in Getter Gang. What is happening? Oh, there's Wendover. Hello there. Oh, yeah, by the way, before they could steal trillions, they had to steal our election. Got that right. Guys, welcome over here, and with the Getter Gang. All right, let's see. Welcome everyone over in Getter. Now let's get down here to the Whipkin Warriors down here. We're running on the old site right now. They haven't done an upgrade yet. Not getting it in there, as I see, but we got this still same old slow shit going on. But hey, we're gonna see what's happening. But we got Rock Johnson starting us off tonight. John M. What's happening, guys? Charles, what's happening, Charles? John T, what's going, man? Just haven't seen John T for a while. Yeah, what do we got? Barry and Joe drained the reserves intentionally. Oh, yes, they did. Every ounce of it there, Rock. Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome, everyone. I take my glasses off and on so I don't have to see. But we got Cat Attack over there and X right now. Welcome, Cat Attack. I got to see them both. On both. Let me get this up over here so we can get busy. We got a lot of stuff going on over here, guys. And let me see what we got going on over here so I can get this mentioned out of here right here. Let me see what we got here. Tonight's WCRP Executive Committee meeting. Just heads up on the no confidence vote for Senator Bartolotta. 21 yeses and 3 noes. Motion carried. Vote of no confidence. This is just in, and this is important because this is a death sentence for politicians when you have a vote of no confidence by your own party. Well, what she says is her party, because she is not a Republican. I don't give a shit. She backs Democrats. Democrats back her. She's married to a Democrat. She's a Democrat. She's a worthless Democrat, just like Shapiro. We got to get them all out of there. That's our Pennsylvania news for today. But she has been deemed unfit to serve by the Washington County Republican Party. So she's already been found with a no confidence in Greene County, Pennsylvania, and now Washington County. How much more do you guys need to wake up and see Cameron Bartolotta, DeWeese? If you go know the name DeWeese, you'll know they are not fit to be in office. I have a very big grudge against DeWeese. So I want to find the facts, guys, because Shapiro, worthless, ruining Pennsylvania, and we need to fix Pennsylvania, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of this coming throughout the show for the next months and a lot of months until we get the Democrats out of power in Pennsylvania and everywhere, federal, state, local, everywhere we can, guys. We got to make sure this happens. All right, there we go. We're going to keep this up going on here, right here. Thank you for that. And we got a lot to go over here, guys, tonight. So we make sure you stand by, because it's going to be, yes, a big piece of shit, Kurt. That's for sure. And howdy, Kurt, we got the Bayou happening right here. That's right. Guys, all right, we're ready to kick off. Now, guys, if you got any news that you want put out there, hit me up with it, and we will throw it out there, guys. Every bit of it. I don't care what it is. If it's something of your hometown, put it out to me. We'll put it out there. We'll get people to wake up and see the truth. Just like this one. A bombshell report reveals that Trump is privately grousing about Pam Bondi. He's not happy. Says considers her weak and ineffective. How many months have we been saying that, guys? We're tired of everybody getting away with corruption and illegal acts and nothing is happening. So finally, Trump is speaking up. This was happened yesterday at 5:13 p.m. This came out, and I made sure I wanted to put it out there because I thought it was fake when I first saw it. So I had to research it myself to find out. No, this is actually true. Better fix the election, shorty. They are all fucked up. No kidding there, Dover, because the Democrats are pushing this fake election. This is why they're so pissed off about us taking their voters away. That's why they're so pissed about ICE taking all their illegal votes away. So that's what we're getting into here. The first, probably pretty much the whole damn show. Biden Dixon 29 just popped in there over there and get her, gang. Right there she is. Gosh, she had a great show again tonight. I watched part of it in back in hiding in the first part, and then I came down and got in on the second part. Guys, but hey, Fixer, what's happening, Fix? Great show, guys. Violent Vixen 29. Look it up. Check it out. Rebel Chick, what it costs. She's on before me at 7 to 9. You guys will love it. Check it out. All right. But he's not happy with her. Hopefully he fires her dumbass. Just like, hey, get this. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is out. Boom. Thank God. Hey, maybe we'll get a team that can actually make it to the Super Bowl now. Hey, that's an awesome thing right there. But they got humiliated yesterday. Humiliated in the last 11 minutes of the game. Yes, we don't talk about football here, but I had to put that out there. The last 11 minutes, Texans scored 3 touchdowns. Oh, my God. It was so embarrassing. Thank God. Tomlin's gone. Let's get a good crew in there. Let's build a respectable team like Cower had. Let's get a powerhouse back. Here we go. I might start watching the Steelers again. But I actually stayed up and watched after the show. I finished off the game last night when I went back upstairs, and it was great. So, hey, it was nice to see. We need a change here, just like we need a change in Pennsylvania government, and we're going to do it this year, guys. We're going to turn that shit red. Pam Bondi is a Bush holdover hack. Damn right, Rock. We're going to keep going on this, too. Now we got a little bit different way. We got to start this one off. I had to start off with the Bondi thing because it made me happy to see Trump's finally coming around to see Bondi needs to go. We need somebody in there with a pair of honos and to do something and hold these Democrats responsible. My censorship is ridiculous. Crazy, right, Vic? How one Trump administration arrest may soon refill the strategic oil reserves that Biden drained, right, guys? And what is that one arrest? None other than Nicolas Maduro. Yes, sir, Bob. We are going to see Venezuela pumping our reserves full after the Biden regime sells it out from underneath of us, sells it pennies on the dollar to China, gets rid of it so we can be destroyed and vulnerable. That's exactly what they did. All right. Now, Congress is bought and paid for. Who didn't know that, right? Representative Tim Burchett, however you say his name, erupts after 17 gutless GOP members joined the Democrats to hand billions of dollars to big insurance company under the Obamacare that they said they would never sign, right? Because it's funding from our tax dollars to fund illegal criminals to give them free health care and all the other free welfare shit that they get. Don't listen to the Democrats when they sit there and tell you they're not getting any of this shit because we proved it multiple times that they are. Their own fucking mouths come out and said that they are getting it. So I don't want to hear it from none of these worthless pieces of shit. They are getting it, and we shouldn't be paying for it. Who is getting replaced first, J.D. Vance or Bondi? It won't be Vance, that's for sure. I think it will be Bondi. I hope to God it's going to be Bondi. Tina! Hi, Tina. Colin from Scotland. We missed him yesterday. He come in a little late. He don't like the lagging either and the thing. But hey, hopefully we only have to wait too little long. NFL is rigged just like politics. You got that right, John. It's just too many funny plays coming up that got missed or refs missed these calls or whatever. Just funny how that does it, right? Suitcases of cash to Somalia proved it. Exactly, Dover. All that $700 million going through airports and stuff. and heading right to terrorist. Oh, yeah, it keeps going, that's for sure. Exactly, Kurt. You can't, I don't think you'll ever find a coach like Chuck Noll. Oh, no. You come close with Cowher. Cowher was a banging coach, and he was a coach that got pissed off. You see that jaw come out there and he's spitting and shit? That's a coach right there. One that don't give two shits of what those football players say. You don't need them to like you. You need to be their boss. That's how you win games. House Whip says whistleblower signing affidavit saying that Walz ignored the warnings on Minnesota fraud and let this happen. Yes, guys, we've proved it time and time again, and that's what's going to happen. Bam, yeah, you right, Rock. Bambi needs to go. Yes, Colin, but hopefully it'll be fixed here soon. I was told that it was supposed to be up here and running already, but it's not. So we'll see. We're still under the old thing. But yes, Walz ignored it, and now he needs prosecuted. But you got to get a DOJ in there that will actually do something. Old 70, why does Barbie have red boobs? Because G.I. Joe has Kung Fu grip. Oh, my God. There you go. That come out of Getter Gang, guys. Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that joke? Listen again. This is an old 70s joke. Why does Barbie have red boobs? Because G.I. Joe has Kung Fu grip. Dang! I don't have a gong or nothing like that. No, that's okay. That's a good one right there, though. All right, what else we got? Chuck Noll was smarter than all these go for it on fourth down every time team. Oh, yeah. But you know what the problem with that is? All these players, when they go for it on fourth down, where do they go? Right up the middle. Just like they did on third down and second down. What the hell? They know where it's going. Get the hell off of this going down to the center stuff. You see guys standing there. Whoa, how about over here? They're dumbasses, that's for sure. All right. Trump administration ends temporary protective status for thousands of Somalis in the U.S. That is a start. Let's get them the hell out of here. So, thousands of Somali now are forced to leave the U.S. as Trump administrations end their protective status. Well, good. They shouldn't have been here in the first place. So Republicans are weighing in now, making foreign-born public fraudsters deportable and subject to denaturalization. That should happen automatically. As soon as you are found defrauding the government or doing any crime, you should automatically lose your citizenship or naturalization or whatever the hell it is and ship the hell out of here. Don't keep them in here. Don't arrest them. Get them the hell out of our country. We don't need to pay for them to sit in our prisons between $35 and $55 million or $35,000 a year on each one of these slime ball pieces of garbage. Get them the hell out of our country now. Don't wait. Just do it. Exactly, Kat. Get them all out of here. We don't need them. We don't want them. Just like I just read that Rosie O'Donnell bitch is selling her mansion in Ireland or wherever the hell she's at and coming back here. Fuck no. We don't want that bitch back here. She's nasty, skank. Keep her the hell out of here. Don't let her back in our country. I heard today, Tina, this is coming from Tina. She heard today that Bondi was very close personal relationship with Susie Wiles. If that's true, it explains how Bondi is still in the Trump administration. That's possible, Tina. I did not hear for that. Thank you. Jerry Kruger, there he is, JERYKRUGER. Check out his podcast, guys. Anywhere plus where I'm at, plus more. He's on everywhere. I can't even tell you how many places. Check his podcast out, man. He does a great job. So I just shot you in your car. Here's why. You aren't allowed to hit me with it. That's a good reasoning. There's so much stories, guys. These Democrats are still making up their lies. The corruption never stops with these people. They make me sick every time I see them talk. You know they're lying. We all know they're lying, and they get away with it. Oh, yeah, it disgusts me. Walz said the fraud is the Trump administration's fault. Of course they would, Kurt. Got to expect that from the piece of shit Democrats. Oh, yeah, we got that, I think, coming up, too, where somebody says that now the victims are the Somalis. Oh, yeah, we got that coming up here soon. Deport them all. Damn right, they're Rock. They blame everything on Trump. Oh, yeah, they've got to deflect everything. Oh, yeah, that would be nice, Charles. He says some countries hang people for fraud. Shit, I'm with that. Go get the rope, man. I'll help you. That's good right there. All right, what else we got? Oh, here one. They should arrest this guy immediately. This piece of shit weasel, Antifa TikTok agitator, urges armed leftist militias to fight ICE agents. Hey, this little punk wants to start this shit. We have no problem joining them and find out where you want to meet. And let's see who shows up and who doesn't. I'm tired of people threatening us and nobody does a damn thing about it. And this piece of shit Antifa fuck is threatening us and nobody's doing nothing about it. Now here's the one that I found today earlier that Renee Good's partner, whatever that twit name is running her big fucking mouth on that camera they got her on, could be prosecuted for domestic terrorism, according to Fox News legal analyst. According to Greg Jarrett, said on Monday that Rebecca may have committed a serious crime during January 6th or 7th immigration and custom enforcement incident in Minneapolis that left her lesbian partner, Renee Good, dead. Renee Good appeared to try to enter the passenger side car, Rebecca Good, of the car Renee was driving, and seemed to shout, "Drive, baby, drive," right before the woman accelerated toward the ICE agent and was fatally shot. Jared told Fox News host that Lawrence Jones and Rebecca Good may have engaged in aiding and abetting fleeing police with a domestic terrorism motive. You can't make this shit up, guys. Yes. Well, let's see what happens. With this DOJ right now, you're not going to see shit happen. But we're going to be showing some videos here. If I don't get to them all, right after I get done with these articles, we're going to show you some, guys, because I got some interesting ones you guys are going to want to hear. But here's one I'm going to show you right off the bat. Whoopi Goldberg attempts to walk back a vicious anti-ICE comment after thinking it over during a commercial break. I want you to listen. I cannot stand this bitch I used to like her as an actress. In any way, she's a racist pig, and I cannot stand her. But listen to what she has the nerve enough to say. Where the hell did you go? And afterwards, she tried to walk it back. But take a listen to what she had to say right off the bat.
Nobody wants this. This is not what you said they were going to be. This is the thing. You said you were going after the bad guys.
Yep. Yes.
That's what you said, the violent criminals.
That's
and
right.
What does it turn out? The violent criminals seem to be in the agency. We'll be right back.
Here you go, guys. You heard it right there. Let me answer this real quick. But Rock over here said he's right. He said he's a naturalized citizen from Ireland, and he doesn't understand why more natural-born citizens aren't as frustrated as he is. And that's a fact, because these people are making it difficult for the law, people that abide by the law in this country, to stay here, to enjoy the freedoms that we have. These kind of people are making it impossible for people to even come here. That's the problem we're having here. But you heard what the dumb bitch said, right? And she wants to put it out there and try to make it on the ICE. ICE is here to get the criminals off the streets. But instead, they're having to fight new criminals, the paid agitators and criminals coming up there and impeding them, attacking them, and everything. So now they got to fight them and the illegal criminals at the same time. This is the problem that we've got going on in here. And Whoopi Goldberg needs to shut her big-ass fucking racist mouth, because I can't stand that bitch. Oh, sorry about that. All right, what else we got here? Let me get that bitch off my screen, because I don't even want her near my computer. Where the hell is she at? Get her off my computer. She's nasty. Minneapolis rioters vandalize hotels, establish autonomous zone while searching for ICE agents. Now, okay, you're going after ICE agents, right? That's what they're supposed to do. But they go into this hotel, they break the glass, they destroy the hotel lobby, they spray paint it, they break everything, they're tearing up. What's that have to do with the ICE agents? But this is what these people were doing. Guess how many arrests they had? That many. 0, none. Nobody arrested. But January 6th people get invited into the Capitol, get escorted in by police, and they arrest what? 1,200, 1,500 people? These people break into a hotel, destroy everything, break it up, burn it up, everything, and nobody's arrested. You see a problem here, guys? You see a pattern going on? Seems to be going on that's similar to what happened in the Summer of Love when everybody started burning down cities and everything like that. 0 arrest. You see my point here, guys? Yes, Colin, she gone. No, she's not, Tina, unfortunately. All righty, where are we at? And there you are. And the owner of Whipkin is there. Jace is in chat tonight. Now let's keep going here, guys. Kristi Noem sets Democrats straight on CNN. You don't get to change the facts because you don't like the outcome. And that is a fact here. Let me find it here. Let me get the right one here. And I think I got 2 of them with her, so pay attention to this one first.
Facts of the situation are that the vehicle was weaponized and it attacked the law enforcement officer. He defended himself and he defended those individuals around him. That is the definition. When there is something that is weaponized to use against the public and law enforcement, that is an act of domestic terrorism. It happened in our shores. It happened here in our country. You don't get to change the facts just because you don't like them. We will continue to look at this individual and what her motivations were. We know that there was, throughout that morning, she had harassed and impeded law enforcement operations. That raises the suspicion level with all of these law enforcement officers as far as paying attention to what her capacity is. And as you see on the videos, and they've proven out, that this law enforcement officer took the action that his training prepared him for, and he worked to make sure that he could save his own life and those around him.
Got it straight from the beautiful woman's mouth. I was going to say horse, but she ain't no weird clothes. She's hot. No, but I didn't want to say that either. But I did anyway. So that's one. But yes, she's tearing Jake Tapper up every which way but loose. And it's funny to see that. Let me see if I got this one first. Now listen to this next one where Kristi Noem pummels Jake Tapper for running cover for violent rhetoric against all this stuff that's going on. Take a look at this one.
Doing a disservice to the officer by reaching a conclusion before the investigation takes place.
I haven't heard you say once what a disservice it's done for Mayor Fry to get up and to tell ICE to get the F out of his city, and AOC to stand up before she had any of the facts and call this officer a murderer. For individuals, well, call them out, Jake. Spend as much time calling them out. Okay. I have provided you with facts and information to back up every single word that we have said and every single part of this investigation. And if you don't like it, that's fine. But we're going to continue to do the right thing to keep the American people safe.
I know that you'd like.
She's not afraid to go at it with him, and he's a piece of garbage, too. So, I mean, we got more. We're going to get more so we can get through all these articles that I got for you tonight, and I'm going to show you the rest of them. I got Ragtop herself, Omar. We got CNN. Oh, yeah, we've got a CNBC. You guys aren't going to want to miss any of those. So here, pay attention. Here we go. This is suspicious here, guys. Top federal prosecutor who exposed the massive $250 million Minnesota fraud case steps down from their position. Something don't seem right here, guys. Because the lead prosecutor, federal prosecutor who helped uncover this massive fraud has resigned from the U.S. Attorney's Office, according to the media reports. Joe Thompson served as the acting U.S. Attorney in Minnesota After being appointed by Trump in May of 2025, he led the office until Daniel Rosen took over as U.S. Attorney in October. And then he goes on to say it's been an honor and a privilege to yada, 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 but doesn't give a reason why he's leaving. But he exposed a fraud, but now all of a sudden he's going to step down. This doesn't make sense to me, guys. So we've got to keep watching this too to find out if we can find out what's going on. I don't know, Fixer, why anyone goes to CNN. They are a worthless garbage show or TV news network. That's right. Exactly, that raghead. I tell you what, I don't know, Fix. They're a worthless news station. I want that for conservative news network. That's what I want. I want the CNN. That's right. But Trump administration now labels Muslim Brotherhood branches as terrorist organizations. This is another step up where the military can go after them now. We've got them in our country, and they need to go. This is the stuff that's got to be done, guys, because we've got too much problems going on here and not enough people being held accountable for this stuff. Bitch slapped has got that right, Rock. I want CNN for me, so I could be on CNN, but my way, conservative news network. We got a lot of good questions there, right, Kat? All right. The Iran's Khamenei issues a direct warning to the United States in Russian language, of course, threatening us again. The United States today is miscalculating its approach towards Iran. Hours later, he followed with a second message, also in Russian, warning that Americans had suffered defeat before because of miscalculation and would show again because of erroneous planning. We have never felt defeat against Iran, ever. The U.S. will never feel against Iran. So, Khamenei, man, you better wake the hell up, you piece of shit raghead. We ain't going to put up with that stuff at all. It is true, Tina. There's a lot of people that will not be saved. You can't speak the truth to anyone to see the truth because they call you a liar, a fascist, a racist, and all those good names that the Democrats' playbook gives them to them. Ban Sharia law. Exactly, Shell. Totally ban Sharia. There is no other law than our Constitution. I don't care what anybody says. And these ragtops want to come here and say something. Come confront us, and we will show you what our law is. That's a fact. Anyone not awake by now will never be. That's for a fact too, Fix. There are those who will not be saved. That's a fact. Cockamamie. Hey, you like that one? That's a new. Oh, yeah. I would love to, Kat. That would be great for me to get CNN. I don't think I can afford a couple $2 billion right now. I'd write a check out, but you don't want to deplete my checking account or anything. Trump steps into Iran crisis with a direct message to protesters. Help is on the way. And if I did not get this, and I think I did, yes, I did. Iran officials are up to 2,000 people killed. Oh, yeah, they're just killing them. And then you've got some dumbass Democrat trying to compare Iran to us. Oh, yeah. And saying that's what we're doing. We're killing protesters. No, Democrats are killing protesters. The Democrats are the cause of everything that's going on in this country. I will say that every damn day of this show until people wake up to see the truth. This is exactly what it's about. I'm not making this shit up. I can prove every second of it that they have let these terrorists in. They're paying these agitators to go in and commit crimes under their own names. They're getting in trouble, but the Democrats won't. No matter, I paid you, but you did it yourself. You're the one that's going to go to jail. You're the one that takes the blood on it. No, Democrats are responsible for every ounce of blood that is spilled in this country, period. What? Now hear this. Breaking news from Jace. Wimpkin is closing down on February 1st, 2026. Every investor will be paid back what they put in at a 15.9% rate. I am done. I have gone to the ends of the earth for all of you. We have 295 investors, perhaps took in $400,000 in 48 months. Our bills outweigh that, in 12 months, and we ask you adapt even with paying $1.99 for data sharing. Privacy. Nobody ever helped. Talk about me all you want. I work my ass off for all of you. I mean it, man. It's horrible, and I'll miss you all, but I will not miss the psychosis that comes with not being able to please you, like Facebook that steals every piece of data from you, and how you still show up on that trillionaire platform and complain about here. CBN, Charlie Brown Network. Hey, Fix, that would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Guys, you heard it there from Chase. I was not expecting him to come out here and say that tonight. That's unfortunate right there. But, well, the show must go on tonight, guys. And thanks, Chase. Trump administration to U.S. citizens. Leave Iran now. That would be a good kind of a bit of advice to take if I were you. All you got to do is remember what went on in Venezuela. Get the hint. Get the hell out. Now, Trump announces another 25% tariff on any and all countries doing business with Iran. I believe it should be 100%, but hey, we'll go with what it is. Thank you there, McCastle. I appreciate that. Yes, Vic, you heard me right. Glenn Beck exposes the real reason Tim Walz is fanning Civil War flames. It is not Trump's resistance. The woman shot and killed by Minneapolis and St. Paul, we already heard all that. According to piece of shit tampon 10, the Constitution specifically in the Supremacy Clause forbids state military forces from impeding, obstructing, and interfering in federal military and law enforcement officials carrying out federal duties, as federal law and authorities are supreme over conflicting state actions. Walz says undoubtedly knows, or says Glenn Beck, undoubtedly knows that such a violation of that clause would mean serious consequences, and his words were clearly meant to accomplish a different purpose. Walz is a piece of shit, and he's behind it all, along with Ragtop herself, Ilhan Omar, and they all need held responsible. But if Trump doesn't fire Bondi, nothing's going to happen. None of these people are going to be held accountable, no matter what. All right, here we go again. To show people that are not dudes. What's happening, dudes? The Clintons declined to testify in congressional Epstein probe. Comer says he's going to pursue contempt charges. How many times have we heard this? But you know what? Even if they do get a contempt charge against them, it is a maximum $100,000 fine and 1 year in prison, and or they could choose whichever one they want. But we've heard this multiple times. It's never happened. And it's never going to happen. And I'm so tired of them running their mouths on here, these weak-ass Republicans, and promising something to us that never happens. California has lost $1 trillion in a month due to a talk about a new billionaire tax. Of course, the piece of shit Governor Newsom starting to want to go to tax the billionaires. So guess what? Billionaires are pulling out. They're losing $1 trillion a month. This is going to bankrupt California. Good God, I hope so. We couldn't get so lucky. Hey, we got another activist judge in our sights tonight. Obama judge disrupts Trump's administration plans again. Talawani pauses efforts to end mass parole of 10,000 migrant criminals. This Massachusetts, do I have to say anything else? Massachusetts activist judge, Obama judge, has blocked the administration from cutting federal funds for Planned Parenthood and everything else. Department of Homeland Security by revoking legal status of 10,000 foreigners. Oh, yeah. So we got another judge just trying to buy time while these some bitches get away with what they're getting away with. It's sickening, guys. I'm telling you now. But Senator Kelly is trying to sue Pentagon over attempts to push him and declaring it unconstitutional. No, what he did was treason. Telling military members that they can refuse an order when he knows they cannot. They cannot decide what is an illegal order and what is not. You follow the law, and let's quote the great show itself. You follow a law order or people die, right? Few good men. Gotta love that quote, right, guys? It's a fact. This piece of shit should be in prison, period, end of story, no matter what. All right, let's keep going here. Got a couple more here real quick before we get to these videos. We got Bucktooth Hogle orders One World Trade Center lit up green. Guess what? To honor Muslims. Are you kidding me? She's going to honor these ragheads with our World Trade Center, what they are the ones responsible for 9/11. How did these people allow this to happen? How can they let this bucktooth bitch get away with this? After the Muslims are the reason why we don't have the trade centers anymore. This is so pathetic, guys, and I'm not making this shit up at all, guys. That's it? Yeah, we usually have 100 in here. What the hell's going on? Lovely Mary Ann is here. I did not get to see her there. Hi, Mary Ann. All right, guys, here we go again. Last one I got for you tonight is what? Oh, get this one, guys. You'll get a kick out of this. Utah police report claims Utah police report claims the officer shapeshifted into a frog. I'm not lying to you guys. This came right out from them. Well, the Utah police are trying to use AI to help fill out their police reports. So when they did that, all of a sudden AI kicks out that the officer shapeshifted into a frog. Oh, yeah. I'm not lying to you. You can't make this stuff up. This is an actual fact. Oh, yeah. So this is the stuff that's going on, guys, that'll make you laugh. But we're going to get into stuff better here right now. Make church bells great again. There you go, Shell. That's exactly what needs to happen. God needs to get back into everything that's going on. New scum is scum, cat over in McCassell. It's a fact. That's for sure. All right, guys, I got a couple videos I want you to see here. This first one is Omar is done. The rats out are scattering, and most of them are begging for this. Listen to what this dumb braghead had to say.
Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Many of the suspects linked to the scheme live in her district, including a restaurant owner who hosted events for her. He has since been convicted of stealing $12 million in COVID funds.
You heard it right there yourself, guys. That's the first one. But that's not the only fraud she considered on, too. Here, let me watch this. Listen to this one. Ballot fraud.
Has released their latest investigative report.
Yeah, this time the investigative activist group has exposed alleged ballot harvesting by supporters of Democrat Representative Ilhan Omar and her allies in Minnesota. Project Veritas claims paid workers have been illegally gathering absentee ballots from elderly Somali immigrants, and new video footage showing one operative bragging about collecting hundreds of ballots. Watch this.
Who is the one filling out the absentee ballots? People who work with, like Ilhan Omar and other candidates who work for them. They came to us to our apartments. They tell us that this year you're going to vote for it. Where do they pay the money? The minute we sign the thing, the election, that's where you get paid.
Yeah, so the question raised of ballot harvesting and understanding what that is in that video, that is the brother of one of the city council members there in that city.
It is a very surprising report that has come out. Obviously, an investigation would need to confirm all of the allegations here. But when this is happening during such a contentious election year, and we have covered so many stories about the issues surrounding mail-in ballots, whether or not they arrive at their specific destination, or again, if you're filling them out at home and you've got some sort of influence as to how you fill them out, a lot of questions arise.
So the county attorney there is stating this is illegal. They're going to be investigating. The illegal part about it is ballot harvesting. Portions of it are allowed in certain states, where you can have in this specific state you can do it. You can take up to 3 for somebody else in. That was 300. So the investigation is ongoing. But Project Veritas dropping that one. You should see that one coming out. A lot more about that in social media.
Yeah, we'll be.
So let's see if anything happens with that. See, guys, we get all this information out, and yet nobody gets charged with anything. Ballot harvesting is illegal in most states, but look what's going on. And now we know what's going on. Texas Girl USA. But anyways, guys, we got to keep going here. We got CNN, Abby Phillips. You guys got to listen to this. This is where they're trying to say that Somalis are the victims here. Oh, yeah, take a look.
The actual victims of this fraud are probably actually Somali families.
I think
I don't know about
victims
that. Yes.
are taxpayers.
Taxpayers
Victims
lost $9
are
billion.
people who
Somalis are taxpayers.
they are the now.
Yes, they are.
I want to get the data.
Yes, they are.
80%
of them
are on welfare. They pay state, local, and sales
and
taxes.
they get it all back with their welfare payments. They're not
get it all back.
Wait, hold on. But Hal, are you suggesting that all across America?
You can't believe she just said that? Straight up, she's calling Somalis the victims. Are you kidding me? They're stealing billions of dollars, and they're the victims. Did you see where and I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly they confiscated a Lamborghini or something off of one of these Somali daycare owners? Oh, yeah. All right, let's keep going here, guys. What else we got here? This one. All right. Believe this or not, your heads will explode when you hear this, guys. CNBC is nuking the Democrats right now for lying about Donald Trump's economy. No, I'm not lying to you. Take a listen.
But the affordability issue is from the 22% increase in prices and inflation under Biden. There's just full stop right there. That's the affordability issue. And you ought to be able to explain that better.
Right. That's right. And look, I think that with the economic team, President Trump and the economic team led by Scott Bessent, you have people who very much understand this. And it was they were thrown, what I would say, the worst economy for the average American in my adult lifetime, in terms of like you said, the incredible increase in prices at the household.
You see that? I was shocked to see them actually admit that Trump's economy is a hell of a lot better than Biden. But it's the truth. That's the problem. It's a fact. But I would not expect it from a fake news people like them. That's for sure. And then make sure I got all the bad ones you want to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, hell, let's go with some funny. How about that before we sign off tonight, guys? Let's stick with the Somalis here. We got Butt Pirate Daycare.
My name is Ooga Booga. A little about me is that my mom is also my semester and my dad is my uncle and brother. My DNA looks like scrambled eggs at this point. I am opening up a new daycare in Minnesota called Butt Pirates Learning Center. Please, oh please trust us with your children. Yoga Booga means trustworthy in Somalian. I have pictures of my daycare to follow.
Jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump up and get down. Jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 jump.
Now that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. And here, let's get another one. Samoli from Nashville. You guys will love this one.
Bruh, how'd you know I was Somali? I just be telling bitches I'm from Nashville.
Oh, that's funny right there. All right, a couple more here, guys, before we sign off for tonight. This is Chris Rock. You gotta love this guy. How not to get kicked by the police. This is some pretty good advice from Chris Rock. Take a look, guys.
You ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. Follow this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blasting fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
What the fuck you want, motherfucker?
Want to give a friend a ride? Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Man, don't give him shit. What the fuck you want?
Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked. Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
That's some good advice, don't you think, there, guy? That was funny right there. That's an oldie but a goodie right there. I'm telling you what. All right, guys. We're going to do one more. Another rat from Green Frog Labs real quick. It's a real quick one. So take a look at this. Rat Fink and Garfield.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
I love that rat, man. I'll tell you what, they got more of them. I didn't download them at all. So we're going to definitely keep an eye on this. So guys, we got a lot of news out here that I wasn't expecting today with Wimpkin and everything. Definitely was not expecting that. But hope everyone's going to stick with us and see what's going on here. And if Jason's actually going to do that, I hope not, but I guess he probably will. But it's unfortunate, guys. But thank you for joining me tonight. If your woman is mad at you, you are fucked, no doubt. You got that right, Cat. Ain't no doubt right there, boy. Hell, yeah. That's not good. But guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Jay said it looks like he's not going to reconsider. He's not able to reconsider. But thank you, and he loves us all. All right, Jace. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Everybody, you guys were awesome in chat tonight. And don't forget to join me tomorrow, guys, because it's going to be another great show. We got a lineup coming up. Not as big as today, so it's still building yet. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be talking about. So make sure you join me tomorrow night. We got some more videos that I did not get through tonight here, but we will be on here tomorrow night, 9 p.m., guys. So I'm going to leave you with this because, folks, we have covered a lot of ground tonight. But if there is one thing you can take away from this show, let it be this. The truth is finally coming to light. Whether it is the billions being uncovered in a Minnesota explosion, the fight is to stop the corruption and the violence in our streets, or the massive victory of refilling our national oil reserves. America is waking up. We are standing tall. We are demanding accountability. And we are no longer letting the radical left dictate the future of this great nation. I want to give a massive thank you to each and every one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Your support is what keeps this platform going and keeps the fire, liberty burning bright. I truly hope you found tonight's show as eye-opening as I did. So I can't wait to do it all over again, guys, with you tomorrow night. Make sure you join me right back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we continue to bring you the news the establishment doesn't want you to hear. So until then, please stay bold, stay informed, and most importantly, stay patriotic. I'm your host, Charlie, and this has been the Conservative Viewpoint. Have a wonderful night, America. I'll see you back here live tomorrow night, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So have a great evening. Until then, I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.